Hello and welcome to your astrological vibrations for Monday, March 30th, 2020 by Gaia Blooming. I am Mimi. Hello. And our energy mantra for today is I value who I am. And today we've got a shift. We have Mars moving into Aquarius. Now, I'm going to get into this, but what I'm looking at, and I feel like, I don't know, it's kind of like going to rev the engine, rev a little ignition for what is to come, will be tomorrow as Mars and Saturn collaborate, conjunct in Aquarius. Now, they're conjuncting at 0 degrees. And again, this is tomorrow. This is Tuesday. But I'm really excited about it because 0 degrees is that degree of transformation. And I feel like as Mars is moving into Aquarius, it's going to be pushing that Aquarius agenda. So just be aware of that. I'm going to dig into what Mars and Aquarius means, but just hold space for this because it feels good, feels powerful. One other thing I want to mention before I get all into Mars in Aquarius energy is Mercury. Mercury is officially out of the retro shade, the shadow period after retrograde. So, basically, we have been dealing with shadow pre-retrograde since February 1st. So basically, for 2 months, we've had pre-shadow, the retrograde, and the aftershade. So my hope is, again, this will be a nice shift. We'll still have Mercury hanging out in Pisces, so there's still the illusion and the unknown and really walking with faith. But again, I hope that this is a step forward. Sorry, I had a sneeze that just totally disappeared, but it's kind of lingering. Anyway, we'll see if it decides to come out and make itself known at any point. All right, so Mars into Aquarius. We have Mars officially moving into Aquarius at 12:43 p.m. Pacific time. Mars in Aquarius. Mars is the planet of action, passion. Mars rules the sign of Aries. Aries, the god of war. So we can have that warmonger energy, or we can step into the warrior. Now, Aquarius, we just recently went over this with Saturn moving into Aquarius, but Aquarius is the sign of community. It is the sign of vibrations. It's the sign of technology. It's the sign of the future. Aquarius energy, to me, I always get into the vibrational nature of it, but it really is about working together, knowing your unique self, your unique vibration, your unique frequency, and the importance of it, and then working in harmony with the community to bring about change, to bring about evolution. Aquarius is ruled by Uranus, the sign of the revolution, evolution. So with Mars and now Saturn and now Mars in the sign of Aquarius, we definitely have a push towards this revolution, evolution, taking us into the future. Now Mars is going to want to get the ball going. Mars gets very impatient when it has to sit back and relax. But Mars needs to realize that one of the best actions we can take with Mars in Aquarius is being actionable about our personal vibration. Now, what actions in your life are you taking that are helping to align your vibration? What actions in your life are you taking right now that feel vibrationally in alignment? So often we'll take action out of being in a pattern, being stuck in somebody's flow, not necessarily our own. We take actions because we think we have to. Well, this is a call to take action that is purposeful, especially as Mars will be working with Saturn in Aquarius. What are these purposeful actions that you can be taking to benefit the Earth as a whole at this time? See, so this is really powerful. And like I said, this 0 degree energy, that 0 degree energy brings a transformation vibration. And so even if we do not see the results right away, I do feel like Mars into Aquarius, meeting up with Saturn, is going to be a breakthrough for us. Your work, like I said, I feel is being actionable for your community and being actionable in regards to knowing your vibration and honoring it. Like, get really passionate about frequency and vibration and your integrity with it, your responsibility with it. That's the Saturn piece. So this can be a really powerful, profound time. I think in general, Saturn in Aquarius, I think the world is going to be pushed and hopefully learning more and more how to work together, that we are all earthlings, that we are all in this together, even though we have different paths. There's a way that we can all work together. Like when we're in our truth, when we're in our natural frequency, we all can work together. It's harmonious. It's how the world is meant to be. All right, so let me talk just a few more things besides this Mars energy. I just want to say one last thing. Mars and Aquarius. Be very aware of the technology that you're working with in your life, and be very aware of any know-it-allness that comes through. Aquarius energy does like to know. It's a very high mental frequency, and yet we still have Pisces to get through after Aquarius energy, which means there's so much more unknown, and Aquarius energy needs to hold space for that, because that's where those downloads can happen. But when we think that we know and just hold that space, it's very hard to be in receptive mode. So, a few more things down the road. So we have the moon in Gemini. Moon in Gemini squaring Neptune. So again, the Gemini is just like the Aquarius. It wants to know. And Neptune in Pisces is like, there's a plan. That's what you need to know. It's all good. But we're going to have some really strong air vibrations coming in this week. We have Venus preparing to shift into Gemini later this week, and that's preparing us for nodal shifts into, well, the North Node in Gemini. We really got to get those monkeys corralled and not thinking that they know best. So corral your monkeys, get grounded. If you are having trouble sleeping, if your nervous system is overstimulated, this is a sign that you need to get in touch with your root chakra and get grounded for this energy. Let's see, these other cards I have. The other cards I have actually are almost all mental cards. I have the guilt. I've got the comparison. I've got sorrow. All three of these are swords cards. So be aware of where your mind is taking you. This may be the better place. The witness of the thoughts. Those thoughts are there for a reason. They've been trained there. It's something that you actually really do think. It's something that you've experienced. There's healing that can come from there. But be aware of where your monkeys are taking you. Again, there is potential for breakthrough, and especially when you are paying attention to the vibrational nature of things. I also wanted to read, decided to use her other deck of cards, Rebecca Campbell's cards, the Starseed Oracle, and I pulled Empathic Starseed, and I have been feeling this 100%. So it says, energetic sovereignty, absorbing what's not yours. Empathetic starseeds are here to shift the world through their physical presence alone. They don't need to do anything beyond being here and honing their vibration. Okay? Thanks to the energetic change their physical presence causes. Due to their highly sensitive natures, empathetic starseeds can struggle with being on Earth and in a physical body. Many are prone to addiction and depression, or tend to mistake other people's feelings and moods for their own. Natural introverts, they tend to prefer spending time alone or in small groups. Crowds can be overwhelming for them. If this card appears, consider lightening the load energetically. Don't put yourself under any pressure to go out into the world or to get things done. Be gentle with yourself. Allow extra time and care to recover energetically. If you're feeling pressured to keep up a certain pace, instead put on the brakes and treat yourself like a precious baby. Do whatever you can to take the pressures of the world off your plate. Switch off to switch back on. In today's world, it's normal to feel that we should be doing more, but perhaps being present in our life is enough. This could be a phase you're going through or simply how you're being called to live your life. If your work involves giving to others, right now you're being called to keep something for yourself. You don't need to transmute it all. It's okay to look after your own growth and healing. Before feeling, you should offer it to the world. Indeed, it's necessary if you want to continue to do so sustainably. Seriously, really good message for me. Starseed Soul Inquiry. How can you take better care of yourself energetically? All about the vibrations, responsibility to your vibration, responsibility to your frequency. So that is it for today. You can book a reading with me. Email me, mimiclark@gmail.com. If you emailed me last week and I did not get back to you, you can message me again. I was taking care of myself physically last week. I was just in major sloth, processing, feeling everything mode, but I'm feeling more and more like myself, and I am booking those readings. So I'm trying to go through my emails and get back to people, but it would help if you emailed me again. Besides that, the better it gets, the better it gets. There's more than enough love in the world for you, and you do have the power. Namaste.